Itself, this is a very simple procedure. What we do is pay attention to the anatomy. If you notice, under the tongue, this membrane or frenulum goes from the tongue to the alveolar ridge. If you can look very closely, under the frenulum there's a muscle called the gyneoglossus muscle. It's that little beefy muscle beneath the frenulum. The place that we want to snip is between the tongue and that gyneoglossus muscle. We snip parallel to the tongue into the sulcus between the tongue and the muscle, where it's at its thinnest, so that we get the least amount of bleeding. And we want to go slightly deeper than the muscle itself, so that it's well detached from its attachment to the gum line. After that, the baby has free access, freedom of movement of his tongue without impeding the movement by its attachment to the gum. When the frenulum is attached to the gum, then the tongue cannot protrude, because it's when the jaw lowers, the tongue is pulled down, and they can't suck properly. Okay, so if you'd like now, we'll go on to the procedure. Okay? Now with the groove retractor, this is the groove retractor, these are iris scissors. With the groove retractor, you raise the tongue, and while the baby cries, you snip the frenulum parallel to the groove retractor, and stay close to the retractor. And now we have a release of the tongue. There's no bleeding whatsoever. You can see that. Okay.
Very good.
Sometimes bleeding is a little bit delayed.
A tiny bit, yeah.
And you get a drop or two, but yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay, Mom, you ready to breastfeed? When he cries, and you see that he's been, tongue has been detached from his gum line. The bleeding was a bit delayed in this one.
Yeah. Have you ever cut a little bit more posterior than you wanted to?
That can happen. That's why you have to be very careful not to go too deep the first time. You can always go in again.
Yeah.
But this is fine. The oozing has already stopped.
So you actually made 2 snips.
Yeah, I did do 2 snips. Sometimes you can get by with 1. But I like to go a little bit beyond where the muscle protrudes. So, because I've had to redo some that I've done, some that others have done. I've had to revise a little bit because they weren't quite loose enough. But this will be fine. This one is good. Okay.
Good buddy.
Nice. Very nice lift to the tongue. Okay, now we'll see how he latches.
Don't grab it. Wow, that's like... Does that feel a lot more comfortable? That's like a 1.
Down from a 6.
Yeah.
Is he sucking?
Oh, good. Take a breath. Yeah. He's like, oh, okay.
It works better.
My tongue works.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I can feel him. I can feel his tongue
working?
moving against me more. Yeah. Wait a minute now.
How
You
about
gotta
the
get
gumming that you were feeling before? No gumming?
He's not biting. Same way. There you go.
Great.
Yeah, he's definitely getting a more full pull instead of just half of it. And a swallow, but no click.
No clicking? And your pain is still down to a 1?
Yeah. I mean, it's uncomfortable because it's traumatized, but it's not worse. No. Yeah. 1 or 2. Definitely not a 6.
Not a 6.
No.
That's a very significant drop in the amount of pain.
Yeah.